Hi, I'm Mike Coffey, President of Imperative Information Group. Most employers, in my experience, are second chance employers. They knowingly hire individuals with criminal histories. Now, there's a difference between hiring somebody with a theft by check offense a year ago and a sexual assault a year ago. But most employers are hiring individuals with criminal history. The problem is that they're following the age-old guidance of evaluating each applicant on a case-by-case basis. And what that really means is that apart from any other framework or guidance, they're going to be making hiring decisions based on their gut. And that, unfortunately, is going to invariably introduce bias into their hiring decisions. So maybe they end up being too conservative, which would suggest that they're going to miss applicants who really do have something to contribute to their organization. And with unemployment at 4%, we really can't afford to do that very long. Or they're going to create a disparate impact by being too conservative and not having a good reason to reject some candidates with criminal history. On the flip side, some employers are maybe too cavalier in how they approach individuals with criminal history, and they end up introducing undue risk into their hiring decision and maybe putting their employees, their customers, the public, even the company and its assets and reputation at risk because they're introducing people into the organization who either they don't know their criminal history or who they're not really doing an appropriate risk evaluation when they bring them into the organization. You can look at on our website. We've got a whole section called Bad Hire Days, and it's the stories of employers who hired the wrong people without knowing who they really were. So you don't want to do that either. So that's why I'm so excited, because for the next 6 months, Imperative is going to roll out our Second Chance Employer Toolkit. This is going to be 6 months of articles about being a second chance employer, interviews with employers who are successful second chance employers and what that's meant to them and their organizations. We're going to do interviews with former offenders who have found meaningful work and what their journey was like and what they think differentiates a good employee hire from somebody who maybe is a little too risky. And you'll be surprised in those interviews how honest some of these folks are about their own experiences and what they've seen from maybe some of their former offender contemporaries. And we're also going to do a series of webinars that go through all the things that we believe that an employer should have in place in order to have a solid background screening process, but we're going to do it with an eye to hiring former offenders in ways that employers can do that in a risk-conscious but fair process. So I hope you'll join us on this journey over the next 6 months. Watch this space. Our webinar series is already scheduled and you can register for that using the link below. Follow us on Facebook or LinkedIn and you'll see when we update our blog and publish some of these interviews. And if you have questions about being a second chance employer or evaluating individuals' criminal history or anything like that, put your comments down in the comment section below, and I will do my very best to make sure I respond to you either directly or publicly, depending on the context of your question. You may also email me, coffee@imperativeinfo.com, if you have questions that you'd like to address offline. And finally, if you're not an Imperative client, you probably should be, but if you don't absolutely love your current background screening partner, please contact us. I created Imperative 2 decades ago to serve one kind of client, those who really needed to get their hiring decisions right and really just wanted to make sure that they were making well-informed hiring decisions. If that's you and you're not getting that, you don't have that sense of confidence from your current background screening process, please give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. My number, 877-473-2287, or shoot me an email, coffee@imperativeinfo.com. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks a lot and have a great rest of your week.